Okay, we have succeeded in transforming our first linear equation to the third linear equation here, and we've succeeded in transforming the second linear equation to what? The fourth linear equation. And then our third equation now, which is the third linear equation now that we're having, is 6x plus 10y is equal to 94. And then the fourth equation now that was transformed from the second equation is now what? 6x plus 9y is equal to 87. Okay, so now we have to eliminate a particular unknown variable. Now we have x and y. X will be the one we're going to eliminate because we have like coefficients now, 6 up and 6 down. So we have 6x plus 10y is equal to 94. That particular linear equation will now subtract the fourth linear equation, which is 6x plus 9y is equal to 87. So if you subtract your 6x from the 6x above, that is 6x minus 6x is going to give you what? 0. So the 6x will disappear. The 6x is going to disappear. Now, you are left with 10y up and 9y down, 94 up and 87 down. Of course, your 10y minus 9y is y. There's no 1y, don't write the 1y. It's going to be too funny in mathematics to see 1y, so just write your y, all right? It's equal to now 94 minus 87. That is 7, so your y is 7. Our y is now 7. Okay. Now, since we've gotten our y as 7, remember, for any of those equations that are above, equation 1, 2, 3, or 4, we can use any of them to find x as long as we've gotten y. Our y is 7, so let's go to the first equation. The first equation that we are given, it said 3x plus 5y. That's 3x plus 5y is equal to what? 47. That was the first equation that That was the first equation. So from that equation, 3x plus 5y is equal to 47. Let's see if we can use that to find our what? Our x. Now, it's a very, very simple deal. So you have your 3x plus 5y is equal to 47. Now, you're to substitute for y in that equation. So you write 3x plus 5y is equal to what? 47. 3x plus 5y is equal to 47. Fine. So next step now, you replace the y with what? With 7, because our y is now what? 7. So go ahead now, put your 7. So we are now going to be having 3x plus 5 open bracket 7 is equal to 47. Fine. That's our next mathematical statement. So the next statement we're going to make now will now be like this. 3x plus, now your 3 times your 5 is going to give you 35. Your 3 times your 5 is going to give you, your 5 times your 7 is going to give you 35. Sorry about that. You have our 3x plus, remember you have your 5 and then your y is now what? 7. So 7 times 5 in mathematics is 35. So we're now going to be having 3x plus 35 is equal to 47. Simple. 3x plus what? Plus 35 is equal to what? 47. Okay. So at this point now, we need to make sure that our 35 leaves the 3x and goes to the other side of the equation. If you're going to do that successfully, you have to change the sign because 35 is positive over here. So you have to shift 35 from where it is to the other side of the equation. If you do that, you're now going to be having this statement. 3x is equal to 47 minus 35. 3x is equal to 47 minus 35. 47 minus 35 is going to give you 12. So our next mathematical statement will now be what? 3x, this simple statement, 3x is equal to 12. At this point, you know what to do. You know what to do. You know what to do. Whenever you're having a number on one side of our equation and then another number, the other side is just with an unknown number, what you should do is to what? Use that number which is the unknown number to divide both sides of the equation. And I've told you several times that number is known as the coefficient. So it means you have to use the coefficient to divide both sides of the equation. So now we have our what? We have our 3x divided by 3 is equal to 12 divided by 3. And then we're now going to be having x on this side, and then we'll have 4 on the other side. So our x is 4. Our y earlier was 7, and now our x is 4. So it means our unknown numbers are 4 and 7. 4 for x and 7 for y. Thank you so much. Don't forget, whenever you're having two equations given to you to solve as simultaneous equations and you want to use the elimination method, and you can see that the coefficients of all the unknowns are not like numbers, you need to note two numbers you are going to use to multiply the different equation. The numbers you need to note and you need to pick must be done such that one of the number from the top will multiply the number from below, so that you can make that coefficient to be the same, while the number from below will multiply the number on top, and all the other numbers, to make sure you have a stable equation that you can solve with. Note this and you'll be very, very good. All right, thank you so much for your time. Until I come your way next time, have a lovely day ahead of you. Bye.